Let me start with Hafsa. When are you getting married?
April.
April this
April
2017. When are you joining your friend on her journey
Me?
to marriage?
There's no date.
What have you been doing with regards to your marriage? I'm sure you're planning already.
Yeah. Well, I'm planning a dinner, a cocktail, and then we have the traditional events, the kamu, and then
Where they catch you is that kamu.
yeah, and also well, I'm from Katsina, and then where they really catch you is apart from the traditional day, we have the salali, which your husband will come and just splash a little bit, spray the perfume to pray for you.
Splash? What does he splash?
Perfume.
Okay, I thought
Yeah.
cash. I would have been there.
Okay, so it's optional whether or not he'll pay money to the parents, and then on the Kamu day, it's a traditional.
Recently, my brother got married and everything happened in one day, literally. So, yeah, after I attended his wedding, I was just like, I want this type of wedding. Simple, not too many people, just close.
Intimate.
Yeah, that's what I want, but whether that would happen,
You have no
I
idea.
don't know. Yeah.
Who's footing the bill? Because
Well,
you want all the elaborate stuff, I'm sure. So is he paying or you're paying?
okay, from our side, like we both have events from the various houses. His house have different events, and also my house has a different event. So the events for my house, we would definitely foot the bill, and then the events for his house, he would definitely foot the bill. But in a situation whereby you guys want to do a cocktail dinner, something really private and intimate with just friends, your husband would foot the bill. And then at the same time, when planning the wedding, your husband secretly assists you.
What do you expect to get out of the events? Do you think that will make you like fall in love more with your spouse or potential spouse? You think it's something that brings you closer?
No. You know, I actually think that the basic thing is the marriage. You guys coming together and having a good home. That's the most important thing. Now, this event for me is something that you just do once in a lifetime. It's something that it's going to be a memory for me, something that I can show my kids, something that I can use in teaching them something and say, okay, you see, when I got married to your dad, you could see the smiles on our face. We were really in love. We were this, we were that. You understand? And it's something that I can actually, maybe it would serve as a tool to give me a little bit of endurance in case I'm angry, or it can just
remind you of the
remind me
good times.
of the good times, like maybe when I'm angry, when I feel like I can't bear it any longer, and when I just sit down, just watch it.
You're bored of it.
Pre-wedding pictures will be a personal session. At the same time, I'll have a little bit of documentary, and then
Is that documentary photography?
photography, and then just have a small chat, and that's it.
Are you considering photography as well?
Yeah, definitely, inshallah.
And what do you want to get out of it?
Memories.
Memories.
Yeah. So the kids and the grandchildren and the great grandchildren.
How much are you spending for your wedding?
I think based on my capacity, my father is a middle class person. Based on my capacity,
I hope
I
you're
know I
telling the
would.
truth.
Yeah.
But I'm listening. Based
On my capacity, I know I would spend nothing.
That watch
maybe-
looks expensive. Yeah, go on.
I'll spend nothing less than maybe 4 million naira or 5 million naira because of the states that we're going to go to. And
You're going to how many states?
yeah, we're going from Abuja to Kaduna, from Kaduna to Katsina, and from Katsina to Kaduna.
So you have a 4-destination wedding.
Yes.
Events all the way through.
And events.
That
all
4
the way
million
through.
is not enough. You know you're not telling the truth. Just tell us the truth. How many?
Based
How much
on
money?
the dinner I'm planning in Abuja and the cocktail, I'm telling you based on the dinner and the cocktail that I'm going to host.
Those are just two events, though.
Yes, but I really, because the one
Okay,
in
so those
Kaduna-
two events have your figure is 4 million.
Yes.
So did you get the boxes, Lethi? Not yet.
No, not yet.
It's coming.
Yeah, a month to the wedding.
Okay, and do you have any idea on the boxes?
Well, I really don't. I really don't. I'm
You don't know?
Yeah.
Do you expect a box? Boxes? Not a box, obviously.
Yeah.
No. Why do you think it's important?
Wow, why do? Because it's a tradition.
New stuff, right?
Yeah, it's a tradition.
Hafsa is an interesting case study. She's having her wedding across 4 states, and she can afford it. On a much lighter note, I decided to come back to Kaduna. I had an opening to attend this wedding. The guy was Abdullah. His name was Abdullahi. He's a well-known, inspiring young speaker in Abuja, but he had his wedding in Kaduna. Obviously, the bride's family's home. It was the simplest wedding I've ever been to. I decided to cover it so that people can see what happens at the nikah, but this was the simplest one that I've ever been to. And I spoke with Abdullah at the wedding. He told me why he was doing it. Alaikum wa rahmatullah.
Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh.
You got married today, didn't you?
Yeah, bi'Iznillah.
I think this was the simplest wedding I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, I never thought my wedding would be as simple as this is. I think this is very close to what the Sahaba had, mashallah.
Where are all the friends, the families, people? You know, when weddings take place, you see a lot of people just swamping.
Yeah, when we looked at it, Islamically, it's between 5 or less than 5 people. Once the people that are needed are represented, wedding can take place, and you don't have to burden people. And when you look at the life of the companions, they were so described as akalluhum takallufa. They had no any formality. It was simple, and alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought me to a family that we can conveniently say that the Gumi family are the forerunners of the modern, the Sunni movement in Nigeria, and alhamdulillah that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala brought me to the family. So it made it very easy for me that, you don't have to explain anything. They know what the Sunnah is, so they just conducted the marriage in a very Sunnatic way, which there is no any stress on anyone, as simple as possible.
How much was the bridal price?
Yeah, the bridal price was 200,000 naira.
That's nice. Did somebody pay for you?
Yeah, alhamdulillah, my dad was there to pay.
But what about the boxes, Lefi? How many boxes?
That's another amazing thing. Aside the simplicity in conducting the marriage, there is nothing like boxes. There is nothing like Lefi. You just paid the bride price, and that's all.
Does she have a sister?
Oh,
a younger sister?
You want to go into the family?
I don't mind.
I'll have to do istikhara and get the answer back to you. Maybe if I want you to be my in-law. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala unite us in Jannah. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Have a good life, inshallah. Thank you. Hadi, you attended this wedding today. How did you find it?
Wallahi, I'm highly inspired by the simplicity and there was such a positive feeling about the whole thing, because nobody is here for political reasons, nobody is here for any other reason. You could see everybody was genuinely here just to participate.
Honestly speaking, the wedding we attended was incredible. For me, it was, an epitome of examples. I decided to come back to Kaduna and meet a new couple. They were married last year. Now they have a very sweet young baby. And the essence of meeting them for me was to understand, what it felt like, that transition from newlyweds and now to, just married. Yanzu bayan kun yi aure, me kuke ganin bambancin abubuwan da kuka gani? Ka san yanzu za ga yara suna ana soyayya kafin a aure da sauransu, a ta haduwa ana
sai mutum ya ga kamar zai shiga wata aljanna ne. To amma muna jin an ce an yi aure ba haka bane, abubuwan sai an shirya, saboda akwai zaka ga mutum karara yanda yake. Maryam, me zaki ce game da wannan abu? Kin ga changes sosai ko challenges inda kika?
Definitely dole abu. Sai dai kawai yanda mutum ya ɗauke su haka za su zo mashi. Ka gane? Saboda maybe wasu before su auren suna sanya ma ransu cewa abubuwa da yawa za su tafi yanda suke so. So irin wannan shi ke kawo problem tun daga farko dama in ka san cewa ga abin da za ka yi, ba wai soyayyar da aka yi waje bace ba za a je a ci gaba da yi. Akwai abubuwa da yawa da za a yi compromising, aure ne abubuwa da yawa sai an yi hakuri, wasu sai an bari gaba ɗaya, ka gane? So abubuwa da yawa a su.
To kai ci baya, ya kake ganin zuwan wannan bawan Allah ya yi affecting ko in ce ya shafi zamantakewanku da matanka?
To haka lokacin da aka zo aka haihu, wani responsibility ne, wato wani nauyi ne ya ƙara hawanka a lokacin. So dole ne za a ɗan yi adjusting, za a ɗan wato daidaita wasu abubuwa, a ƙara matsawa da wasu, a ƙara matso da wasu kila ma sai an kauda su gaba ɗaya. To dama kamar ya kamata a ce mutum tun ma kafin ya auren ya fahimci wannan, cewa duk lokacin da ake ƙara gaba za a rika canza wasu abubuwa yawa saboda wasu abubuwan da ke zuwa.
My journey was coming to an end, and I wanted to end on a positive note, a good end, and I decided to go to Niger. Niger, I met Mariam Lemo and her husband Saeed, who had a lot of trouble after marriage, but then I think they figured out ways to solve their problems, and that automatically changed them into counselors, contemporary counselors. He had very interesting views about polygamy and what he thought about it, and also he told me about the bucket.